Welcome back to Firepower. There are places in the world where gear choice is a matter of preference, comfort, or style. And then there is Alaska. In Alaska, the rifle you carry is not an accessory. It is not a hobby piece. It is not something you experiment with because it looks good on paper. In Alaska, your rifle is insurance. And when that insurance fails, there is no refund. This is why Alaska hunters think differently. They don't care what cartridge is trending online. They don't care what broke a long-range record last year. They care about one thing only. When everything goes wrong, will this caliber still work? That question is why a cartridge more than a century old still rules Alaska today. To understand why, you have to understand Alaska itself. This is not open farmland or manicured hunting property. Alaska is wet, cold, and unforgiving. Snow turns to slush. Slush turns to mud. Rifles get soaked, frozen, dropped, and banged into brush. Visibility is often measured in yards, not hundreds of yards. And the animals are not just big. They are dangerous. A coastal brown bear can weigh over 1,000 pounds and cover ground faster than most people can process what's happening. In those moments, your rifle is not about harvesting meat. It is about stopping a threat. That reality exposes the weakness of many modern cartridges. Modern ammo often relies on speed and precision. It assumes clean shot angles, controlled environments, and ideal expansion. But Alaska rarely offers ideal conditions. Bullets hit bone, thick muscle, dense fat, awkward angles, cold temperatures that affect powder burn and bullet behavior. When expansion fails or penetration stops short, the consequences are immediate. This is why Alaskan guides and hunters have never fully embraced hype-driven cartridges. They choose calibers that feed reliably, fire under stress, and penetrate deeply every single time. These choices weren't made in labs. They were made through decades of survival. One of the oldest calibers still trusted in Alaska is the .45-70 Government. Introduced in the 1870s, it should be obsolete by every modern standard. Slow, heavy, limited range. And yet, it remains a favorite in thick brush and river bottoms. The reason is simple. Heavy bullets at moderate speed create tremendous momentum. When a .45-70 bullet hits, it keeps going. In dense alder brush where shots happen fast and distances are short, penetration matters more than trajectory. Modern lever-action rifles have made the .45-70 even more relevant. With strong actions and modern ammunition, it delivers decisive stopping power within 100 to 150 yards. It is not a long-range cartridge, and no one pretends it is. But in the kind of terrain where bears appear suddenly and visibility collapses, the .45-70 remains brutally effective. Moving up in versatility, we come to a cartridge that has been part of Alaska's backbone for over a century. The .30-06 Springfield. This is not the most powerful cartridge on the continent, but it may be the most practical. One of the biggest advantages of the .30-06 is flexibility. Bullet weights range from light loads for caribou to heavy loads capable of penetrating deeply on moose and bear. Equally important is shootability. In high-stress situations, accuracy matters more than raw energy. The .30-06 delivers manageable recoil, predictable behavior, and excellent penetration with the right bullet. Another advantage is availability. In remote parts of Alaska, ammunition supply matters. When you walk into a small village store, chances are good they have .30-06 on the shelf. That matters more than people realize. Then there is the cartridge that dominates open tundra and wide valleys, the .300 Winchester Magnum. In places where shots stretch across windswept terrain, flat trajectory and retained energy become critical. The .300 Win Mag excels here. It offers long-range precision while still maintaining enough power to deal with unexpected danger at closer distances. Many Alaskans choose the .300 Winchester Magnum because it represents balance. It is powerful without being excessive. It reaches far without sacrificing reliability, and it handles cold weather well. In regions where a hunter might encounter caribou at long range and a bear at close range on the same trip, that balance is invaluable. Stepping further into true Alaskan territory, we arrive at what many guides consider the standard, the .38 Winchester Magnum. Ask experienced Alaskan guides what cartridge they trust most, and this name comes up again and again. The .338 offers an ideal combination of penetration, energy, and versatility. With bullet weights ranging from the high 180s to 300 grains, the .338 can be tailored for nearly any situation Alaska presents. It is powerful enough to stop a charging bear, yet accurate enough for long shots across tundra. Recoil is substantial, but manageable with training. And most importantly, it penetrates deeply and consistently, even through heavy bone and muscle. For many guides, if they could only carry one rifle for everything Alaska throws at them, the .338 Winchester Magnum would be it. But even that cartridge takes second place to the one that has earned its reputation the hard way. The .375 Holland and Holland Magnum is not just a hunting cartridge, it is a survival tool. Designed over a century ago for dangerous game, it set the global standard for stopping power, and in Alaska, it has never lost relevance. What makes the .375 H&H so trusted is not speed or technology. It is reliability. Heavy bullets, typically in the 300 grain range, penetrate deeply and stay straight. They don't rely on fragile expansion. They don't deflect easily. They break bone and reach vital organs even from poor angles. Another overlooked advantage is range. Despite its reputation as a close-range hammer, the .375 H&H is accurate and effective out to 300 yards in skilled hands. That means one rifle can handle both a bear charge in thick brush and a moose standing across a river valley. In Alaska, simplicity is strength. The .375 H&H does not require perfect conditions. It does not demand ideal shot placement to be effective. When adrenaline is high, hands are cold, and time is measured in seconds, that margin of error can save lives. This is the core lesson Alaska teaches the rest of the hunting world. Modern does not always mean better. New does not automatically mean reliable. When survival is on the line, proven performance beats innovation every time. Many modern cartridges are excellent at what they were designed to do: long-range precision, lightweight recoil profiles, specialized rolls. But Alaska does not reward specialization. It rewards versatility, penetration, and reliability under stress. That is why a cartridge more than 150 years old still rules Alaska today. Not because Alaskans resist change, but because they cannot afford failure. This does not mean every hunter needs a .375 H&H. It means every hunter should think critically about where they hunt and what could go wrong. In the lower 48, you often have time, distance, and margin. In Alaska, you often have none of those. The difference is perspective. When the environment becomes unforgiving, gear choices become honest, hype disappears, marketing loses power, only results remain. So the next time someone tells you an old caliber is obsolete, ask a simple question. Would you trust it when your life depends on it? In Alaska, the answer has already been given. If you had to choose one rifle to protect yourself and put food on the table in the harshest conditions on the continent, what would you choose? Would you prioritize speed or penetration, precision or forgiveness? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. These conversations matter because understanding reality leads to better decisions, and better decisions save lives. If you want more real-world breakdowns without marketing noise, make sure you're subscribed to Firepower. Because when things get serious, experience is the only metric that counts. Stay safe, stay sharp, and we'll see you in the next one.